effective tips to relieve sciatic pain at night. Now, if you're struggling with sciatic pain while trying to get a good night's sleep, and it can feel quite challenging, especially as a busy executive mom, you are constantly juggling work, kids, family, travel, etc. So it can be quite a challenge for us. Now, sciatica, if you are not aware, is characterized by a sharp shooting pain radiating from your lower back into your bottom and the back of your legs and even up to the tips of your toes. Now, obviously, it can leave you feeling quite sleepless at night if you get sciatica pain while you're sleeping, and it can leave you quite drained out, feeling quite drained out in the mornings. So, of course, it's not great for your productivity or for getting out and about or running after your kids the next morning. So, in this video, we will explore some practical strategies to ease your sciatica discomfort and so that you can enjoy a better nighttime rest. If you did not watch my previous video where we addressed why do you get sciatica pain at night, you can have a look at that on my YouTube channel. And if you can't find it, you can just go to YouTube and type my name, Swati Prakash, followed by Sciatica, and a couple of videos will come up, one of which is about why you get sciatica pain at night. Actually, there are two videos. One is got to do more with inflammation and those things, and the second is more specific to your sleeping posture. So that's the one I'm referring to. Anyway, so before we get into the topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their back, neck, nerve, and joint pain. And I do all of this without taking away a big chunk of your time because, hey, we're moms, we're busy people, and we don't have a big amount of time to dedicate to our pains and discomfort. Now, I do help you by giving you simple exercises, easy lifestyle modifications, some tips and tricks that have helped me in my own pain journey. So, let's get into some effective tips to relieve your sciatic pain at night so you can sleep with ease. Now, the very first thing and the simplest, and I always say simple does not mean ineffective. Simple things can be effective. So, the very first thing is hot packs and cold packs. Usually, there's some confusion around these. So, I'll give you a very brief overview of when to use either hot pack or cold pack. Now, cold, whenever it's applied to the body, will help to ease the inflammation. So in simple English, what that means is if you're feeling sore, you're feeling the achiness in your lower back, because of course if you have sciatica, okay, I'll explain this later. But if you have sciatica, you will most probably have that pain in your lumbar spine. It is possible that you have sciatica without that lumbar pain, but the mechanism is that your sciatic nerve is exiting from, or it comes out, starts at the lumbar spine or your lower back. So if you have something going on in your lower back, such as a disc herniation, stenosis, etc., you will get that sciatic nerve pain going down into your bottom or back of your thigh, that is your hamstrings, back of your calves, and even up to your toes, depending on how much the sciatic nerve is getting irritated. That area of distribution will be out of these that I just mentioned. So, when you get that nerve pain, and if you feel that achiness and soreness, or soreness down in your bottom or the back of your leg or thigh, this indicates that there is some inflammation going on. So you can apply a cold pack in your lower back or the area where you feel the discomfort. Now, this can be done just before you go to bed. Of course, don't sleep on a cold pack because you can get a cold burn like a hot, like you get with a hot pack. So just apply it for 5 to 10 minutes, max 15 minutes. Make sure there's a layer of cloth between your skin and the cold pack. I mean, the usual precautions that I talk about most all the time with cold packs. But putting this cold pack there will ease the inflammation. You'll be able to go more with a more relaxed sciatic nerve to your bed. So obviously there are less chances of it flaring up during your sleep. We will come to what you can do during your sleep as well. Now, when you wake up, if you feel that you're really stiff, you can use a hot pack. So hot packs are basically to ease the muscle spasm. So if your lumbar muscles or your bottom, the muscles in your bottom, that is your gluteal muscles, the glutes feel really tight and you're getting that sciatic nerve pain, then apply a hot pack. Anyway, so that's not really related to sleep, but I wanted to highlight the difference between using a hot pack and a cold pack. Now, you can also do some nerve stretches. These are just simple stretches that like you know how you stretch a muscle, you can do stretches for the nerve as well. Now I'm not going to go into the details of those. If you want to know what are the nerve stretches, you can access the free training that I have done in my community. I will leave a link to my community in the blog that I have written on the same topic. The blog is called How to Relieve Sciatic Pain While Sleeping. I will leave a link to the blog in the description of this video. If you're watching me on Instagram, you can DM me, or you can find the link to the blog in my bio. So in that blog, I will leave a link to my community. In my community, I've done a free training amongst many others. There's a training on simple solutions to manage your nerve pain. So you can have a look at that. That has got all your nerve stretches, and it explains about nerve pain and sciatic pain very well. So you can do some sciatic nerve stretches so that your nerve is more relaxed when you're going to bed. Again, less chances of your nerve pain or sciatica flaring up in the night. It is very important to use a mattress that is supportive. I mean, this is something everybody knows, but I'll just quickly mention it here. It is very important to use a mattress that is supportive, not sagging. If you have an old mattress or a saggy mattress, have a look at that, because the way you are sleeping on that mattress, your posture will also influence your sciatica pain during your sleep. Um, Another very important point is do not sleep on your tummy. When your stomach is sleeping on your stomach, the curve, the natural curve in your lower back is exaggerated, or it's increased up to its maximum capacity. And that causes a lot of stress in the area of your lumbar spine. And that has the potential to cause an irritation or compression of your sciatic nerve. So you want to stop sleeping on your stomach. If you are one of those who sleeps on the stomach, it is time to change to a side sleeping or a back sleeping posture. It is easier said than done, but not impossible to change. I have also done this change from stomach sleeping to side sleeping. It took me weeks, rather it took me months to do that, but it can be done. Again, the link to that video which will guide you through will be in my blog that I just mentioned. All right, so now let's come to your sleeping posture. Now, even when you're sleeping on your back, what can you do to ease that sciatica nerve pain while sleeping? So when you're sleeping on your back, you want to put a pillow or a bolster or a couple of pillows under your knees. So when you bend your knees, your lumbar curve is flat on the bed. So the whole of the lumbar curve, the full area of that lower back is supported by your mattress. Usually, otherwise, the deepest part of your lumbar curve, so the muscles, nerves, etc., that are sitting in the deeper part of the lumbar curve, do not get supported by the mattress. So if you look at it simply, I mean, it's just a notebook here, but if this is your, suppose this is your lumbar spine, this is your back, and this is your front. So these are the muscles in your lumbar curve. Now think about it this way. If this is your mattress, this purple book here, and this is your lumbar spine, do you see how the top and the bottom of the spine are being supported, but the middle part here is not supported? So in order to do that, use a pillow or a bolster to bend your knees. Try it out yourself. Your lumbar curve will flatten out quite a fair bit, so it'll be more supported. Now, if you're one of those who sleep on the side, there are two variations here. So if you sleep with your knees stacked on top of each other, put a pillow in between your knees. Now you may ask me, what should be the height of the pillow or the width of the pillow? So lie on your back with your knees bent, so your feet are flat on the bed, so your knees are bent. Now you will see that your thigh bones are not parallel, they are sort of slanting in towards each other. Put a pillow in between your thigh bones so that they are parallel to each other, and then just turn to the side in the same position. So that is the width, or the height, that is the width of the pillow that you should be using in between your thigh bones. Now the reason for this is, if your thigh bones are slanting towards each other when you're sleeping on your side, just imagine, I mean, you try and visualize this. Your lower leg is going to be straight like this, the top thigh is going to be tilted. There is a lot of pressure that is exerted on your pelvic and your lower back region when that happens, and that can aggravate your sciatica. However, if you're one of those who crosses the leg over to the other side, when you're side sleeping, so your bottom leg is straight and your top leg is actually crossing over your body, so it's lying on the bed, you should put a stack of pillows on the between the bed and your upper thigh, so that again your thigh bone is parallel, the femur, that is your thigh bone, is parallel to the bed. So that'll again ease the pressure on your pelvis or your lower back so that you don't aggravate your sciatic nerve. Now, of course, this is all about sleeping posture because we're talking about nighttime pain. It is also important to have a look at your daytime posture. Make sure you are getting up and moving every hour, doing some rest based stretching exercises. You could use a cold pack in the day as well if you start to feel achiness or tiredness, say by afternoon or later time in the day, depending on how long you're sitting. So, there are a lot of things you can do about your daytime posture as well. I will do another video where I talk about sciatic nerve pain and how you can sit or look at your sitting posture. So, whatever you do in the daytime will influence your sciatic pain at night. So, that is the reason I'm addressing this. I mean, I'm not going to address it here, but in another video, but that is the reason I'm mentioning it. All right. So, if you are looking for more information on those nerve stretches and you want to get into my free community, or you want to know more about this topic of sleeping with sciatic pain, there is a lot more information in that blog that I mentioned earlier. I will leave a link to the blog in the description of this video. If you're watching me on Instagram, you can DM me for that link, or you can have a look at it in my bio. If you're watching this this video in real time, that will be the latest blog on there. Alrighty, I hope this was useful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.